Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another Nerf video on the channel. My name is Luke Triton and today we're going to be covering the N-Strike Elite Infinus. So this is a series where we look at Nerf blasters and decide whether it's worth buying them if you don't have them already. This is a bit different because as of the time of recording this is still available on the shelves. And I have to kind of make this known as well because I live in England, things kind of behave a little bit differently. So there are Nerf products that are currently available in America that are not available here in the UK, or at least I have yet to see them. And things are still a bit slow, as in we are still selling the orange Strife, which, you know, believe it or not, yeah, that's still a thing. So I was able to grab one of these at a pretty good price. It's basically half price to what Nerf originally wanted to sell it for, which is a bit stupid. But yes, this is a 2018 release. It is fully automatic. Oh, come on, take it out, there we go. Magazine fed, battery operated, and it's... start that again. And this is the successor to the Hyperfire. Very good, because the Hyperfire was a bit pants, really. So this has two unique selling features. The 30-dot drum, which I think looks very cool. The blue on the drum definitely fits the blue of the blaster. And it has a unique selling feature where you can automatically load darts into the back of the blaster, straight into the magazine. Let me just quickly, turn everything down. Let me quickly show you something. Ready? You listening? That clicking noise just there was the magazine going into the blaster and the loading mechanism getting ready. So, this is a fully automatic blaster, meaning that you will run out of ammo fairly quickly. It's not as fast as the Hyperfire, I'd say it's on par with the Rapid Strike. A little bit above the Stampede. To me, this seemed a bit slow, but then again, that's probably just me. So, when you're firing, you get to a point when you run out of darts, and you go, oh, I need to quickly reload. But what if I could say to you, you could load your magazine without replacing the magazine? So the idea here is, if we get another good look, without pressing the magazine release switch, goodness. Could you imagine just that falling out? God. This is a hole where you put your darts and it all feeds straight into the magazine. I've seen a few people take this apart in preparations modding, and their face goes from excitement to, oh my god, I don't want to touch that. It's very complicated in here, and modders, good luck, I'll just leave it at that. But it's very clever though, so I'm not actually going to demonstrate it with the drum because I always have my drums fully loaded, and let me just keep that down here. Because every so often I like to play with my blasters, and I always go for drums. So let me just quickly grab the clear 12-dart magazine. This is actually the perfect magazine because it's clear, because you can see it. Yeah, starting to repeat myself now. Right, here we go again. There we are, that's the sound of it all coming together. So there was no darts in there, and I've got 5 darts here. There we are, 5 darts. Well, this is one, but we'll feed them in individually. Ah, that's a good point actually. There's something I want to quickly bring up, because when I was looking at reviews for this thing, I thought, yeah, I'm pretty much sold, and people said they couldn't jam this. First dart goes in fine. The second ever dart jams. Let me try and show you. So, there we are. That's the sound of it working perfectly. So if I take this out, look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's back in. I want to see if I can not jam it, so to say, because I don't think jam is the correct word, but if you try to take the magazine out under this condition, it will jam the blaster, and it's really difficult to get the dart out. So, okay, so far so good. I want to actually jam this, come on. Oh no, I need to be careful, come on. Oh, it's actually working perfectly. Is it because I'm on camera now? Fair enough, it actually worked. So there we go, look at that. 5 darts in your magazine, looking very good. So, if I quickly... That spring loading click that you hear at the end is the same noise that you would hear after I loaded one of the darts. And the problem that I had was, after loading a dart, I wouldn't hear that click. So I would have to put another dart in after that. It would then load the previous dart, and then the dart I would load in after that. So it's a bit weird, and you know what, I'm glad it kind of works. I actually don't want to shoot these because I don't want to have to walk around on camera to get all the darts back. But nonetheless, this works very well. Let me get the drum back actually, since I've taken that one out. There we go. I love that noise. I don't know about you, but that's brilliant. This is the jam door. Let me move closer, sorry. That's your jam door here, and it's a bit small. So going back to what I said earlier, if you ever get the experience that I did, sadly I couldn't really show you, and I want to really try and actually deliberately jam this blaster. It would kind of stick out diagonally there, and if you take your magazine out, it would be very finicky to try and get the dart out of the blaster. Loading in like that, obviously you don't hear the mechanism in action because the trapdoor is open. And if I take this out, I want to be able to show you some other good features of this blaster. First of all, looking at it like this, that's very chunky. That is very, very chunky. In a way, I'm kind of happy with it because once I've got it on my shoulder like this and I'm moving around, it's, I don't know, it's a bit pleasing because you can see that flat surface underneath the tactical rail. I don't know, it's quite nice. Speaking of the tactical rail, at the end of the front one, you can see this tiny little sight there. And I was about to say that's pretty accurate, but no. If you look at the front, that's the top tactical rail, that's the barrel. Let me quickly grab a barrel. There, I've got the Spectre one here, here we go. So if you add a barrel on the end, that's what you're going to end up with. Sights on Nerf blasters aren't really accurate anyways, but that is not helping. If I try and get, where's my attachments are somewhere else. Anyway, I had a red dot sights on both the front and the back tactical rail, and even then it's just elevated even further and it's just not helping. So annoyingly, it's already not accurate. Adding attachments only makes it worse. But it has a barrel extension point, something that the Hyperfire didn't have. I'm very grateful for that. One thing I want to quickly show off as well is the grip here, well both grips actually. The pistol grip itself is deceivingly comfortable because it has these sort of ribbed things going across it on the front and the back. And when you go to hold on to it, it's comfortable. It really is nice to hold on to. And because all the batteries are here in the back, it's not actually back or front heavy, so you can hold it like this and it's perfectly balanced, which I think is really good. Yeah, the grip is brilliant. I absolutely love this grip. It's hollow, so if you hold on to this and squeeze in a little bit, you'll be able to feel that it's hollow, and I think that's a good thing. Saves weight, it's obviously not going to be too distracting, you can just grab onto it there and get on with it. Yeah, I think this is a very well done blaster. Let me actually get the drum back in now. Here we go again. There we are. So, the Nerf N-Strike Elite Infinus. Is this worth buying? Yes. Yes, 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 this is worth buying. This is a very good blaster, but it's still brand new. So, I bought mine for £40, which I think isn't too bad because, again, it's a brand new blaster. Prices are going to be around that range anyway. In about a year or two, when the successor to this one comes out, when people start to sell these at a fairly low price, it's still worth getting because this is a very well done blaster. I'm so glad that I bought one of these as well. This is one of the first ones I got when I got back into the hobby. Oh man, just walking around with this. Tactical potential is going to look a bit weird because when you put your barrels on, it does go thinner. So if I try and do this again, you can see, or can you see? Yeah, you can kind of see. It's nice and chunky here, and then it goes a bit thinner here. So when you go to attach your barrels, it does look alright. It doesn't go really chunky to really thin barrel all of a sudden, so that's a good thing. Yes, I think I've made my point pretty clear. This is the N-Strike Infinus. Definitely worth buying because it's just an all-round great blaster. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all ever so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.